Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Michael Badgley will be the first to get this one going. Off we go from Lawrence, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him downfield as a runner? But it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
This one caught left side, that's screen. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Second down, Lawrence. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Washington. Lawrence now on 2nd down. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
He'll go right back to Myers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Colts 13-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The integrity of, did he hold his gap? He's able to shed his block and make the play.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that Throws incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Throwing on the first play is Jones. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch a ball. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The two-time Pro Bowler Josh Hines Allen in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down. Shotgun now for Joe. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. Now, fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Jags offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the game.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Quentin Strange was his intended target, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
On the draw, the give to Etienne. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Lawrence. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are out to a 10-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down. Because if not, you find yourself the entire...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Josh Hines-Allen getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be third and a mile.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system in all these early pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
On third and long, it's Jones. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
The Colts about set to punt. And on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll have a short field. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's ETN. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll get forward for a couple. Over Stewart there for the tackle.
Brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion comes Thomas. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys, he's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Colts, nothing.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jones. That's caught out of first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a Colts.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
42-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Jones to the air again. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Back to throw is Jones. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Left side, that is caught by Warren. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Jones. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Brian Thomas now, and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the left side. It is caught by Miles. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Lawrence. It's complete to Thomas.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Now a handoff. ETN trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
2nd down, Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success on 3rd down.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Here's ETN. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion is Warren. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. That one good for 29.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. To throw, it's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. Had the defender body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That is caught. The Colts have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble. And all of a sudden, the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Replay. So they might be taking a look at this one.
Play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Open right side. That strains the tight end. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy 1st down.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Etienne. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They run on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, There's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll take this one in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars extend to a 24-3 lead. Now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They go right back to Taylor. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's Jones. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And here offensively, they got to go in at halftime and regroup. The play caller, the offensive line coach, the quarterback, they got to make sure they're on the same page. It just doesn't seem like they're all communicating the pass protection assignments the right way because he continues to end up on his back.
Shotgun now for Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. The Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now, Jones. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Travis Etienne of the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They go play action for Lawrence. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for Jacksonville. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
Second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 5. In motion is Myers. Now second down throw for Lawrence. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. Throwing is Lawrence. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here, first and 10. Lawrence. That's taken in by Thomas. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first. Out quickly to Pittman.
Jones pass. Complete to Michael Pittman. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Taylor. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Foye Aluakun with the play.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. Throwing, Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Jones now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor, and they're going to bring him down. But there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Quentin Nelson Former All-Pro guard. Guilty on that one. Back to throw is Jones. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Jones pass. Complete to Jonathan Taylor. A gain of 4. Brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Throwing is Jones on third down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now a play fake. Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Jones to the air again. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Look wide. Get this one complete.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion comes Pittman. Again, it's Jones. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Jones. He'll try to run for it.
Daniel Jones scrambles from the pocket.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. That one caught. Allen Pierce Touchdown, Colts.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Here's a two-point try. Jones bringing the offense to the line.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll go with Taylor on the ground. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a three-score game, as the difference is 18. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Brian Thomas now, the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field. That passing.
And it was tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The Colts take over.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Shotgun now for Jones. Throw across his body is complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Indianapolis. 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw, it's Jones. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop us, though. Bounds into the end zone. It'll be a touchdown. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds. Cut up past the 35. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's swung out to ETN. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Throwing now is Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Now, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
To throw is Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. That's out quickly to Pittman. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Throwing on first down is Jones.
Jones pass. Complete to Josh Downs. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Jones. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Wide looking for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose.
That's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Abdullah. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Jones now on third and goal. That is taken in for the touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. It's up and through. And the Colts are able to edge a bit closer.
16.
Yeah, really would you? I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico business, working on the phones. Either that or try the money, or to make it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. That one is complete. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, defense continued to work. Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Parker, Washington. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. To throw is Lawrence. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 14-yard line.
They'll run it once more with ETN. And some good blocking at the point of attack. They'll pick up about 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
That's good for our Jaguars. 1st down. 1st and goal. That's a...
ETN. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the ball is even snapped, and you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Again, they give it to ETN. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run with ETN. And he gets to the outside, and he takes it in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
16.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return is Goodson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Left side, that is caught by Warren. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Jones. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He'll step up and run, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 11.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So shouts to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They were the aggressors from the start.